Creeks and the rivers are frozen this time of year, and I'm sitting on the bank waiting for the boatman to come take me back to the land of the living. I'm gone. We're making bonfires down in Bodega Bay, down in the hollowed out coast, drinking red wine and watching the tide rolling down to old Mexico. I'm gone. Oh, Santa Rosa. Road out to the cliffs, past Alfred Hitchcock's church, the hollowed out redwood trees stacked by the graveyard, looking over the ocean. I'm gone. Oh, Santa Rosa. The creeks and the rivers are frozen this time of year, and I'm sitting on the bank waiting for the boatman to come take me back to the land of the living. I'm gone. Thank y'all for, looks like there's some folks here. Thank y'all for being here. Yeah, that was that last song was my song called Santa Rosa, and I wrote, there's a song before that I played that's just sort of something I've just been working on, and it doesn't really have a name yet, but it's just kind of an improvisation that I usually just kind of warm up with at my shows. I'm glad everybody's here, and you know, we're small but mighty, and I'm just trying to make this something that's a little bit more regular, something that I do on a more regular basis. I hope the audio is okay. It looks like it is. I saw a couple of comments that said it's better than last week, and I actually tried to work on that a little bit this week. Anyways, Real Raven 2000, Larry and Donna and y'all, thank y'all for being here, and glad the audio is good. I'm going to continue on with just a couple of cover songs and then some of my own music. This next piece I'm going to play is it's an instrumental guitar piece on my guitar album that I did in 2023, and I wrote it as a thank you to one of my friends. His name's Dimitris Manos, and he might be here later. I'm not sure, but he was here last week in the chat, and he's from Greece, and we met here in the Texas area, and he approached me at one of my gigs, and he's an incredibly talented videographer, and he actually is responsible for filming and producing the Devil in My Heart video that we did, and the Santa Rosa video that we did here at our house, and he's top-notch pro. If you haven't seen that video, it's on my YouTube page. It's on this page here, and anyways, so when I did my guitar album, as a thank you, I wrote this piece to him, and I called it El Greco, since he's from Greece, and this is without further ado, this is a piece called El Greco. Oh, by the way, Real Raven, you asked what kind of a loop pedal I'm using. It is a TC Electronic. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is TC Electronic. I guess you can maybe see it from there. I can't believe you guessed that, but yes, it's a Ditto looper, and it's wonderful. It's actually one of the new Ditto loopers that they've made. The button's different. I now own 4 of these. 3 of them don't work because the button wears out. And I bought the buttons to replace them off Amazon, and it has to do with soldering and all this crap. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy the new one, and it's nice. It's nice. It works great. Haven't had any problems with it. But who knows? We'll see in about a year. Anyways, this is El Greco. It was called El Greco. Hello, Tammy. Good to see you there. Yeah, we played at the Creed, Tammy's mentioning the Creed Headwaters Music Festival in Creed, Colorado. And we're actually going to be playing there again this year in August with the band. So hopefully see you there. We were there, last time we were there was in 2024, and that was a lot of fun. It's always fun playing there. I love that place. But yeah, we'll be there. We'll be playing in a bunch of different parts of Colorado this time around. We're going to be playing in a place called Carbondale. We're going to play a couple of gigs up in Carbondale. We're going to play in Cedar Edge at an art center there. And then we're going to be playing, of course, Creed. And then there's another place. Shoot, I can't remember the name of it now, but we're going to be playing there. It's kind of close to Creed. South Fork. And anyways, we're still trying to fill out some dates, but we're going to be there about a week in that general area. Anyways, good to hear from you. I'm going to play one of my favorite songs right now. I'm playing tomorrow out in the hill country at this place called, one of my favorite places to play, which is the Texas Heritage Winery. And it's a really wonderful place to play because they really love songwriters out there. And they love the songwriters that play there, but they are also really into just songwriting in general. And one of my favorite songwriters, and this song I always play there, this is a song by Guy Clark. And it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful song that was written kind of a little bit, the first verse is kind of from Austin, from the Austin perspective in the 70s. And then it goes on to sing about some other subjects. He throws a lot of imagery from Europe in there. This is a song called The Dublin Blues, and I can never figure out if it's about Dublin, Ireland, or Dublin, Texas. When I wished I was in Austin, at the chili parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are. But here I sit in Dublin, rolling cigarettes and holding back and choking back the shakes with every breath. Forgive me for my anger, forgive me for my faults, but there's no need to forgive me for the things that I have thought. And I loved you from the get-go, and I love you till I die. And I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. I am just a poor boy, work's my middle name, and if money was a reason, well, it would not be the same. I'll stand up and be counted, and I'll stand and face the truth. I can walk away from trouble, but I can't walk away from you. Forgive me for my anger, forgive me for my faults, but there's no need to forgive me for the things that I have thought. And I loved you from the get-go, and I love you till I die. And I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. And I have been to Fort Worth, and I have been to Spain, and I have been too proud to come in out of the rain. And I have seen the David, I've seen the Mona Lisa too, and I have heard Doc Watson play Columbus Stockade Blues. Forgive me for my anger, forgive me for my faults, but there's no need to forgive me for the things that I have thought. And I loved you from the get-go, and I love you till I die. And I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. Well, I wished I was an Austin, at the chili parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are. That's Guy Clark, Dublin Blues. Thank y'all. Yeah, I see some people saying the Spanish Steps are in, well, hello Davina, saying the Spanish Steps are in Rome, and I love that song because he's kind of like this, you know, Guy Clark's very much a country guy, you know, he's a country boy, you know, and he draws this distinction in the song between being just some kind of a drunkard who's fallen apart, but he was raised right, you know, he was raised in the country, and he knows right from wrong, and he works hard, but somehow he got
mixed up or fell in love with someone, but he also shows his culture. He also shows the side that he's been places and he knows things. And that's my favorite. My favorite line is the last line where he says, well, I've been to Fort Worth, I've been to Spain, I have been too proud to come in out of the rain. I've seen the David and I've seen the Mona Lisa too, and I've heard Doc Watson play Columbus Stockade Blues. That to me just sums up the whole song. He's very, he's this country, at heart he's a country guy, but he's seen things, and he knows what he values, and he holds his roots close to his heart, and I love that, about that song, and it's just such a beautiful poetic song. I'm gonna play y'all a piece now. This is a song that is also on my guitar album, which is just a Spanish guitar album. The name of the album is called Moonlight, and you can get it on all the platforms for now. I'm also going through a period of time where I'm thinking about, and if you'd like to comment on that, you can in the chat. I'm sure most of you know kind of more about the situation than I do, but I've been learning a lot lately about, copyrights and things like that, and publishing, and I've just been really getting into taking care of my music that I've made, and one of those things has been getting into the platforms like Spotify and looking at kind of just taking a look at it closely, because as musicians, as artists, I know a lot of artists, us artists, we release music and we just want to record it, release it, and get it out there to every platform and put it on every platform so that people can hear it, because that's why we make music. And we do that often. I know I have. I'm very guilty of this, but I'm not the only one. We do it often without thinking about terms of service, without thinking about what we're signing over to these major streaming services and these people that have all this this reach and all this access to just millions and millions of artists. And I'm really learning and paying attention now to what we've all agreed to. Especially with the advent of AI, and one of the big things that's kind of going around right now is that Spotify has updated its terms of service, and essentially, if your music has been released on Spotify after a certain date, you give Spotify the right to allow third parties to basically remix and release your music. So essentially, anybody who has a user profile, any kind of user profile on Spotify, can take one of my songs or any song, remix it, and release it as their own. That's also true about AI music. AI can take any music that's on there. And also there's something upwards of 50 million AI songs that are being released on Spotify every day. This isn't just like every year. This is every day. Music that is being made by artificial intelligence that's been trained by artists who have worked really hard to create and have put thought and heart and soul into their music. So the reason I'm saying all this is because I'm thinking about, ultimately taking my music down from those platforms. Like that's a major one that I would probably take my music off of. But anyways, in the meantime, you can go to those platforms and listen to this album that I made. It's called Moonlight, and I made it about 2 years ago. And anyways, that was a little bit of a rant to just talk about kind of what's happening, and it's a little frustrating, but at the same time, it's like, it's also an avenue for change, and it's an exercise in seeing the bright side of life and just kind of moving forward. But this is a very beautiful song, and it's called E, which in Spanish means and each line is asking this woman kind of like, and what happened to the love that we have, and what happened to anyways, it's called E.
¿Y qué hiciste del amor que me juraste? ¿Y qué has hecho de los besos que te di? ¿Y qué excusa puedes darme si faltaste? Y mataste la esperanza que hubo en mí. Qué ingrato es el destino que me hiere. Y qué absurda la razón de mi pasión. Y qué necio es este amor que no se muere. Y prefiere perdonarte tu traición. Y pensar que en mi vida fuiste flama y el caudal de mi gloria fuiste tú. Y llegué a quererte con el alma, que hoy me mata la tristeza tu actitud. ¿Y qué debo? Dime entonces tu abandono. ¿Y qué ruta tu promesa se perdió? Si me dices la verdad, yo te perdono y te llevo tu recuerdo, tu adiós. Y pensar que en mi vida fuiste flama y el caudal de mi gloria fuiste tú. Y llegué a quererte con el alma, que hoy me mata la tristeza tu actitud. ¿Y qué debo? Dime entonces tu abandono. ¿Y qué ruta tu promesa se perdió? Si me dices la verdad, yo te perdono y te llevo tu recuerdo junto a Dios. Y te llevo tu recuerdo junto a Dios.
It's a very beautiful song called E. Yeah, hey, I see some people commenting and stuff. I think I saw somebody say that people might stop writing music and things like that. I think people are always going to create, and I think the human beings, the human element will prevail. It will. It has throughout history. There's always been technological advances that we're dumbfounded by as a human race, and I think people have always, mankind and has always kind of, our authenticity and our craving of something genuine has always kind of overpowered that, and I think it will continue to do that. I think people will start craving live music and seeing somebody play it live in front of them. And you're already seeing so many people are hating AI and what it does and what it is. But I think people will still keep creating. It's just a matter of choosing where to create, and also, as something like this, where I'm just trying to connect with people. I connect with people at my gigs and stuff like that. But trying to get a little basis of like, I can just tell a couple of people that I'm releasing music, and I'd rather sell my album for $1 to 100 people than put on Spotify and make 5 cents in a year. I'm gonna play a couple of more songs. I want to play this one here that is, by the way, I do, I'm just going to tell you that I have a Venmo account if y'all are interested in contributing to that. You don't have to, of course, but if you are, it's there for the taking. I'm just going to put my little deal in here. And what's my name? But I just made a video yesterday, actually, and I did a cover an '80s cover, and this is a great song by Bryan Adams. And I did a studio recording. Oh, not a studio recording. I did a live recording, kind of like this. The lighting's a little bit different, but I recorded it with this setup, and I posted the video onto my YouTube page. If you're interested in checking that out later, you can. But this is a beautiful song called Heaven. Let's see if I can get this intro down right. Let me try that again.
Oh, thinking about our younger years was only you and me when we were young and wild and free. Now nothing can take you away from me. We've been down the road before, but that's over now. You keep me coming back for more, 'cause baby you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Your love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. Yeah, once in your life you find someone who can turn your world around and pick you up when you're feeling down. Yeah, nothing can change what you mean to me. Oh, there's lots that I can say, but just hold me now, and our love will find a way. 'Cause baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, it isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. Baby, you're all that I want, and I found it here in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. I've been waiting for so long for something to arrive, for love to come along. And now our dreams are coming through, the good times and the bad. Yeah, I'll be standing there by you. You're all that I need. 'Cause baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Love is all that I want, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. Heaven. Right. Yeah, that was a little bit of
Bryan Adams. There's a new song I wrote. There's a song called Lone Man Mountain Road. There was a black mountain touching the sky. The howling wind carried her cry down the valley into my door, down where the birds don't sing anymore. A long black dress and a darkened veil. Her voice was cold and her hands were pale. She said to shoot your lust and bury your pride, 'cause a little bit of heaven was inside of you died. You can't run, but you can't hide. But something's gonna get you. Something's gonna get you. And down a Lone Man Mountain Road. A Lone Man Mountain Road. Well, there ain't no woman for your truth be told. Down a Lone Man Mountain Road. A crazy horse and sitting bull. The General Custer and the Golden Rule. Pushing his men, climbing higher and high. A red cloud raining down a lake of fire. Said Jack of diamonds and the ace of spades. I keep a laying them down because I ain't afraid. You gotta get right this side of the grave. Something's gonna get you. Something's gonna get you. Down a Lone Man, a mountain road. A Lone Man Mountain Road. Well, there ain't no silver and there ain't no gold. Down a Lone Man, a mountain road. Bring out your dead and bury your poor. There's a plague, it's a-comin' and it's at your door. Mother Nature and the prodigal son. Head to the mountains and they're on the run. You can shoot your lust and bury your pride, 'cause a little bit of heaven was inside of you died. You can't run, but you can't hide. But Something's gonna get you. Something's gonna get you. Down a lone man mountain road, a lone man mountain road. Well, there ain't no cure for your sickness, Lord, down a lone man mountain road. The hand of God reached down from above with a voice like a river singing, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Down a lone man mountain road, a lone man mountain road. There ain't no cure for your sickness, Lord. There ain't no silver and there ain't no gold, and there ain't no woman for your truth be told. Down a lone man mountain road. All right, that's a new song, Lone Man Mountain Road. I'm gonna play one last song here, and thank y'all for listening and for hanging out. I hope to do this more often. I won't be doing this next Thursday, but maybe Friday night, but definitely sometime next week. And if y'all are enjoying it, just let me know, and let some friends know, let some people know. Trying to grow something over here just by consistency. And let's see here. I don't know. Let's see. I'll just end with something simple. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being here for the live stream. I don't know if this is I think Donna said that the talking was a little quiet. I was trying not to talk too loud. But anyways, y'all, thank you for being here, and I hope that y'all come back again. I'll be doing another live stream next week, and thank you for always supporting here, and for listening, and for being part of my channel, for being part of my wife Carrie's channel. And I'll be playing this weekend. If anybody is out in the Texas Hill Country, I'll be playing tomorrow afternoon at Texas Heritage Vineyards at the tasting room there. And then I'll be playing a couple of kind of private events, one on Saturday and one on Sunday, so you can't come to those, so never mind. But we'll be there. I'll be there on Friday tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. in Fredericksburg at Texas Heritage Winery. So anyways, thank y'all so much for being here, and spread the word, and I'll talk to y'all next time.